This is literally the third interview in a row I had myself on mute. I swear to God, I'm so giving. This is ridiculous. Anyway, it doesn't matter, period. This is the queen of reality TV, Commission Reviews. What's goody? Everybody, I am so excited. We got another king because I only surround myself with kings and queens, okay? Coming to the stage, Darius. Oh my God, is giving everything to me, okay? Period.
Hello,
What is
listen,
going on?
girl. Listen. You tell me because apparently you got the tea child. Listen, these past couple days has definitely been a roller coaster.
Oh
And
my God.
the show has definitely been like turning a lot of heads and ruffling a lot of feathers. So
Yes. Okay. Let's go with this. First of all, over Thanksgiving weekend, did you know it was going to explode like it's been doing? Because baby, it's been trending since Thanksgiving.
no, I did not. I did not expect for the impact for it to have because you know what's very crazy is before the show came out, they were releasing teasers and trailers,
Mhm.
and I saw in the comments people were not feeling it. Like we had it
Really?
was yeah, there was so many comments, but yeah, so when the show came out, as soon as I opened my phone the next day and seeing the people be like, "You were on Squid Game, you were on Squid Game. What the hell? What happened on
Mm.
Squid Game?" And also seeing what
Wow.
happened before I did, it was and still it's a very like surreal experience.
Wow.
Yeah, did not expect this. No, not one
Family,
bit.
family, friends tripping, right?
Oh my God. My family coming out the woodworks,
For
friend,
sure.
friend, friends adding you on Facebook out of nowhere, being like, "Oh, I just seen you."
Wow.
Yes,
Look,
yes.
look.
Yeah. I
Who you? Who this?
don't
New
don't
phone?
right. Because when I think back to it, it's really crazy because when I think about back to it, like every time you start moving, you start popping off. Like, where the all these people who weren't really fucking with you then, who would
Mm.
sit there, who had all the shit to talk about you behind your back, you were sitting there laughing at me. Like, people would be sitting there laughing at you
Mm.
online for sitting there trying to go get it. But like now they're rooting for you, being like they're so proud of you. Like that shit's
Wow,
crazy.
that's
That
trash too.
yeah,
Mm-mm, that's
yeah,
trash. First of
tragic.
all, we're gonna go ahead and put that in the toilet, okay? Because that's trash. Period.
Period. Period.
Ew, I hate
Period.
people. Okay, gross. So we're gonna move
Yeah,
on from them. So go ahead,
yeah,
baby. Your
yeah.
experience.
Yeah, so basically, after the show came out and seeing the aftermath of it on all platforms,
Yeah.
it
Hmm.
was interesting. So when I actually had got the chance, I took my time to actually watch the show.
Okay.
I actually waited days until I could finally, have the courage to sit there and watch it because
Mm,
so many emotions are running through you.
right. Right.
You know,
Wow. Yes.
so many
Yes.
emotions are running through you, and that anxiety that you had in the game is definitely coming back, and those thoughts in the game are
Mm,
also coming back as well. When I was sitting there watching it, hearing the wake up calls in the morning, it was like,
mm. Wow.
yeah. So when I finally got the chance to really see the show and see everything, it was a it was interesting
Okay.
because they did not show the full stories of everything. So when I'm seeing the aftermath of what people are saying and how they feel, they're
Mm-hmm.
going based off of a situation that is only one sided. Like
Mm.
they left out all details, all details. They left out a lot of fights too. So that's another thing.
Mm. Interesting.
They left out so many fights. They left out a lot of romance. They left out
Wait a minute.
yeah. What happened? What happened? She was just here.
No, no, no. I hit my,
Ah!
you shocked me. When you said it, I hit my mouth. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh!
So you good?
Oh!
I was gagging.
Yes! Yes! They missed all that. They missed all that. I'm sitting here
Oh
like,
my God.
yes.
Okay, I want to
They.
start. Hold on, baby. I want to start from this point. How
Okay.
did you even get in this? Was there like a recruitment? Was it like how did we even get here? Where you were even involved with this?
I was casted for it. I was casted. I had came back and I had received an email basically that was like, if you're interested, fill out this form, and if you're selected.
Okay.
And yeah, so I put my information in. I got it from somebody. I got it from I think she was working through casting at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent it through, and probably like a week later, I get an email back basically saying they moved forward and Netflix wants to. No. They said they moved forward. Somebody else wants to talk to you. So
Okay.
once that person talks to you, then that person prepares you to talk to Netflix. And then once Netflix talks to you, then they start going through like a long series of background checks, social media checks. Really, and one really good thing that I really liked about the whole casting process was every time I spoke to the people, and every time I spoke to somebody working at Netflix and I was trying to pitch myself to them, they it was such a great opportunity for people to come on a show as themselves. So
Hmm.
yeah, so I my profession and my skill is music.
Okay.
So when I casted, they asked me to rap on the
What?
video. Yes,
Wow,
there
that's
was like,
everything.
yeah, they was like, Darius, do you mind like throwing us some bars out? They didn't necessarily say bars, but they said it in a very professional way.
Right,
They
right,
was
right.
like, do you mind
She's a
saying,
bar.
saying so? Yeah, yeah. You mind spitting us some bars? No. They were
Oh
like,
Jesus.
do you mind like saying a rap or something for us? It was a really crazy process, and especially the moment when they finally tell you you have been chosen.
Mm.
And so what you guys see in the show in the beginning of people getting picked up like by
Okay.
a black car,
Yes,
by a
yes.
black car in the
Mm-hmm.
middle of that actually happens.
Wow. You just
So
stand
they
outside your street.
Yes, and they send you a luxury black vehicle for everybody.
Okay.
So some people got limousines, and
Damn.
yeah, yeah, and I just got like a black Cadillac. So yeah, yeah. So I was like,
Oh my
I'm big.
god. Man, I'm like,
So
can I have the limousine too? Period. Like,
right,
oh my
right,
god. Wow.
yes.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So
Interesting.
yeah, the
So
onboarding process was definitely interesting.
okay. So once you got in there, did you actually have a strategy? And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people watch the show and the movie. Me myself, I didn't watch it. I kind of people said to me to watch that show. They said for me to watch it now because I've already been in there. I didn't watch this. I wanted to just watch the challenge y'all season. Be biased without watching that. So for you, did you watch the show before you went in there?
Oh, of course,
Okay.
absolutely. I
Okay.
absolutely did. And you know what? This is crazy off topic. I'm gonna save this part for the end.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
I did watch the show. I
Okay.
did watch the show. I did remember, and then really did strategize prior to going into the show. Um, I really more so focused on the things that I felt like I needed the most practice on, like such as Dalgona cookies. Like I would make them at home, and then I would practice at home. I was training at the gym every freaking day,
You made
going
them at
getting.
home? I'm sorry. You made them at
Yes,
home?
yes.
You and Chaz both. Y'all baking. Was that difficult? Because you said it was very
Listen,
difficult.
it is very difficult because it literally runs by the second. So you go over 1 second, it's done. It's like over burns, and your pots are all type of fucked up. I
Oh,
swear to God, it's
wow.
hard.
You
It's
recorded
really
it? Please tell me you
difficult.
recorded it.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, y'all are killing me with this. That is like content. We'll talk behind the scenes. We need
Yes,
to do that
yes,
again
yes.
and record it. We'll talk.
Let me write that down.
You need to record. We'll talk behind the scenes. I got you. I
Okay,
got
okay,
you.
okay, okay,
Okay,
okay,
okay,
okay.
okay. So you practice by making the cookies at home, trying to, which is very smart actually. That's very 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 smart. So you was preparing for it going in. So your strategy was what? Just to practice and then just go in and see what happens. No social game,
Yeah.
nothing.
No, 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 no. I didn't think no social strategy. And I would say that that actually is one probably something that I can take and apply to my life
Mm,
actually is having a social strategy in any type of room you walk in is extremely important.
I
And
agree.
that is actually what I really agree that's what I really learned and understood in the game. I didn't really have a social strategy. So I always thought it was more so about skill,
Hmm.
and that's what I was hoping and praying for. But that was a big wake up call for me.
So, well, I see it. Even watching the episode I'm watching now, alliances really was a big power play in this entire season. So you
Yes,
actually had your own alliance, and I want to hear
yes,
your version, how you came about in that, because it was a very strong alliance, and we all know
yeah,
that. So kind of give
yeah.
me that story, how you got started with that.
Okay, so I actually met Cheney in the hotel.
Hmm.
That's where it started. That's where everything. I
The
think that's where
queen.
me and Cheney started. Boy, I fucking love her. She is like people, and I'm so upset because the show did not show how much how close me and Cheney was.
Okay.
Like we really was risking each other. Let me tell you something.
Mm,
And when we would eat every morning, we would eat oatmeal porridge out of a tin can. And there were some days that the portions would be off. So
okay.
I would have a little bit, and then Cheney would have much more. And that happened more than once.
Okay.
Every single time it happened, Cheney was right there scooping her porridge into my bowl and evening out
Wow.
our portions, literally evening out our portions every morning, making sure that we both were good. And we was
Mm,
always there for each other. So we had like a real brother and sister
yes,
bond in
sounds
there.
like it.
Very
Beautiful.
much so. So that's where our story happened. We started at the hotel before filming.
Okay.
We very like as soon as we seen each other, we was like, "Hey, boo, hey, what's up?" So it was
Organic.
very organic, and
Hmm.
it was very refreshing. She has
Hmm.
some very refreshing energy in person. TJ, I met him right before we started Red Light Green Light,
Okay.
and he said something so slick to me across the room. He yelled it in front of everybody. Everybody turned their head, and he said something slow slick to me, but he said it in a very playful way because
Right.
that's his
Okay.
that's his humor. It was
Hmm.
very
Hmm.
humorful.
Hmm.
It was something about my height. And then I just remember going to him and us connecting because we both are from New York.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we connected so freaking well. So at this point, it's me, TJ, Cheney, locked
Mm.
locked in,
Okay.
locked
Locked
in.
down.
Chaz came in, I think more so towards the dorms for me.
Okay. He said he did come later. He did say that.
Yes. But
Mm.
another thing is we had probably about 3, 4 more people in our alliance at the
Oh,
time
really? Okay.
that all got out in red light, green light.
Damn.
Yeah,
So y'all
they
was
all
bigger.
we was bigger and the players literally like gave up. It was they literally was like, I can't do it. I can't and they
Mm.
gave in and it was really hard. Like me and Cheney was emotional for days after that shit, man. But that's where the three of us, that's where the ground base of that whole alliance is formed. But I'm so sorry to continue. There's two parts of that alliance.
Okay. Go ahead.
Three parts actually. So we have the version one before red light green light of which I just told you.
You're right. Right.
The second one is with more people, including the player who eliminated me.
Hmm.
So he also sat down with us and we all were in an alliance.
Hmm.
So after that, when things started moving different, people are side-eyeing each other, it got broken down to me, Cheney, TJ, and Jesse. And we were and Chaz. And we were like and Sid. I forgot and Sid as well. But yeah, that happened.
Okay, so let's talk about the alliance, because you guys literally was trending as well. And of course, you
Hmm.
already know that I did have the interview with Dash, and Dash
Yes.
told his story, and so did Cheney, and so now you here to tell yours. I'll say it's a quilt. I told her the same thing. It's a quilt. The different pieces
Yes.
to it to make it all fit
Yes.
together. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody's story, everybody
Yes.
got a different color pattern. You know what I'm saying? So I know you watched the interview, so I'm gonna let you
Hmm.
have the floor
Thank
to
you.
say what you need to say. Okay.
Okay.
And it
Let
just
me
want
start. Yeah.
mind you, all of y'all have been very respectful, and I love
Okay.
that. And, but y'all still can say
Awesome.
what y'all need to say. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome.
Gotcha.
Amazing. Okay, so let me start here because one situation that Dash has brought up was the part when everybody thought it was tug of war,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
everybody is scrambling around trying to figure out who's going where, what the teams are looking like. Dash, everybody thinks it's tug of war, so everybody is trying to stick with some strongest players,
Mhm.
but regardless, me, Cheney, TJ, Jesse, we already was like, we're solid, we got each other, we're sticking together regardless. Me and Dash were really, really, really close friends. That's my fucking girl.
Mm.
So what happened was, I knew that we were going to end up in a case where he was not going to be in our line.
Okay.
He was already trying to, be like, let me come over there with you guys. They already told him what it was. And
Who? I'm sorry. Who told? Who told? I'm sorry, baby. Who told him what it was? Did y'all tell? Because I'm hearing like because like first he said you told him, and she even said, and then even Chad said when it came back to him, nobody knew in the group that he wanted to be a part. So what is it? Because I'm
yeah.
like, whew,
You see,
it's
you see, here's the thing. They did not directly tell him,
okay,
no, no, Dash, we do not want you on our team. This, and that,
okay,
and the third. We
okay,
just was not. They just was not giving him the energy to come here, stand in line with us because production was telling us, stand in line, come together. So we got a little bathroom break, and I went up to Dash and I said, Dash, you need to try to influence these people a little bit more. You need to
mm,
at least go in there and try to sell yourself and all. He was like, okay, all this other stuff, and also this is all coming so choppy because it was so back then. But
I
I don't
got you.
know. So we go into the where they were filming. We go into where they're filming. I'm sorry about the noise in the
Okay,
back.
no, you're good. You're good.
At that moment, Dash thinks it's the best time to be like Darius said, going to each one player, not nobody specific, but going to each player. Did you say this, and that? Because Darius said, y'all said this, and that. Did you say this, and that? Because Darius said all this other stuff. So we get there to start filming, and people are coming up saying, Dash is coming up to us and saying that you said, oh, this, that, and the third, and all the other stuff. But let me tell you something. They're keeping it a buck with me. The buck, they were like, yeah, we still don't want his ass, on here.
Oh wow. Okay. Damn.
So yeah, so basically, you see, I really did skip a part, and I'm trying to figure it out because at one point in time, he actually does come up and try to sell himself and be like, I got core, you can't see core. I got strength that you can't see. I'm a big asset. And they straight the fuck up told him, no,
Mm.
no, no, no,
Everybody
no.
told
There,
him no.
I don't know who I know Cheney for
Okay.
sure told I know Cheney for sure told him no, but I can't confirm everybody else did. Um,
So she
but
so last night she said she didn't actually tell him, but everybody knew she said no. She said
yeah.
she said he never came and asked her directly, but she said it was a no for her. She did
Do
say that
you
last.
remember? Do you remember when Dash was like, he didn't like the way our alliance treated him or something
Mm-hmm.
like that? It
Yes.
was in that very moment of what he was talking about. When it was straight up told to him, no, we don't want you on our team for Tug of War and all that other stuff. But the misconstruedness comes from me trying to help Dash and trying to
Okay.
put him on my team and trying to have him, but at
Mm,
the same time, like, I don't. It could go. You see, our team was already solid. I could have just been like, what, whatever, Dash. Just go
right.
on your own,
Right.
do your own thing. But I wanted him. I wanted my girl to be right there with me, like through thick and thin,
Okay.
and try to figure
Right.
it out. And try to figure it out. You know what I mean? Try to have him behind us and have everybody happy and satisfied instead of just leaving him out there with no line. But that's my fault because
Mm,
I'm not, because I didn't want to just go out there and just straight up say so and so, so and so, and so and so said they don't want you on the team. What it is, this, and that. But instead,
okay.
I went to him and be like, you need to try to convince them a little bit more.
Ah,
Yeah,
I get it now. I get it. I get
yeah,
it. All of
yeah,
y'all are telling the truth. I'm gonna be real.
exactly.
All of y'all are telling the truth.
Yeah,
It's just different versions of the story. Because all of
yes,
it, y'all are literally saying similar stories. It's just like I said, puzzle pieces. And so you even said
yeah,
you feel like it was your fault because you were going between. You were trying to save him. Your people didn't
yes,
want him, and so you were going back
yes,
and forth between your people and Dash. You were in
yes.
between.
Yes, yes,
Wow.
yes.
Hmm.
And that's where it kind of got a little sticky because he seen it as me hiding something from him.
You were
Like he
protecting
saw,
him.
yeah, I was trying to
Hmm.
protect him, but he saw it as like me. He thought that me giving him the validation of who it was going to fix the problem. But instead, like just for you to be going out there and be like Darius said, Darius said, Darius said, like I'm trying to look out for you, but now you're just like going out there and like running around and just saying this, that, and the third. Like I understand, I can't really fault him
Hmm.
because if anybody was to ask me, if anybody was to come up to me and be like, Darius, did you say I didn't want Dash on the team? Of course I would have been honest, but that didn't happen. There was so much confusion happening at the time because we were filming, then we stopped filming, we went to the bathroom, we stopped filming. We ate, we was filming. It was everything was happening so much in between. Of course, this story got so misconstrued, but yeah, that's what it
Wow.
was. It was, and also let me just say this: Cheney was not rude, or she was not really um hurtful as it's making it seem to be, because that's not really the thing. I remember her giving a very solid explanation. It was basically, look, Dash, you're not the strongest. You're not the strong in this game. She doesn't really see how he could be an asset. She did not say that word for word, but I do remember her being very detailed when she told him no.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And she may not remember.
Right.
I may be saying it wrong, but at the end of the day, that's what Dash was talking about when he was
Right.
like, these players treating me like shit. But
Wow.
okay, okay, cool. This situation happens. I don't like when I can tell somebody something and they're running around saying that Darius said it, this, and that.
Right.
So I'm
Okay.
like, you know what? I tried to look out for you. Now, one thing he did not say was he went around the whole dormitory telling literally everybody that we treated him like shit.
Mm.
Specifically me,
Hmm.
because random people are coming up to me and be like, "Yeah, I heard
Oh
what happened with you and
wow.
Dad and all this other stuff." Literally, and welfare is pulling me in, is like trying to like interview me on the Dash drama. So just this quick, it's all being spread around. So in that moment, I already knew that I wanted to separate myself from him
Okay.
because I don't want to be associated with drama associated with my gameplay.
Mm.
And so I was like, you know what? Let's take a step back. All this other stuff, but all this is after our big fight that happened in the dorms, which they completely cut out.
A big fight.
Yeah,
Oh wow. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a big. Okay,
yeah.
what happened there?
We went to that. So we went to the hallway. Dash said that Ashley called him over, and me and Dash went to the hallway and we duped that shit out. We
Mm,
was
okay.
sitting
Okay.
there. We was sitting there going at it, hearing each other's sides, and
Hmm.
then in that moment, it did start all making sense to each other.
Okay. Okay.
So it was a very passionate, heated discussion,
Mm.
but we did see eye to eye, and we did understand where everything was coming from. But the only thing that I will accept my fault. I will accept my fault. It's like if I was to tell you, if I was to not try to save you, then that's my fault. But where
Okay.
I feel like my faults were where I feel like faults was I feel like Dad should have never told everybody what was going on between me and him,
Hmm.
or what was going on between me, him, Cheney, and the alliance. Why are you spreading around the dorms, but that this alliance is treating you like shit? Like, what are you trying to get out of it? That's like my whole understanding of it, and that did play such a crucial part in the game that they leave out
Okay.
because yes, because that drama circulating is like what's going on. If anything was to come down to it, I'm gonna
Ah.
choose Dash. I'm gonna choose Dash. If anything comes down to it, I'm gonna choose Darius. And then so before we
I
put
was
our
splitting
numbers up
people.
there,
Wow. Gotcha.
so before when that test came and we had to put the numbers in to go up,
Hmm.
me and Dash already had a conversation. Look, our names are going around, and it's because of the shit that went down. Let's
Okay.
call it true. Let's call it truce. If we are not putting each other up there, and we're not doing that. So at a certain point, me and Dash did like how we were all on the same eye to eye, which was
Okay.
pretty good. Which was
Hmm.
pretty good.
Good. Good.
But anything that was going on outside of us was like really stirring a pot of mess and trouble
Mm,
unnecessarily.
right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Hmm.
Damn.
Hmm.
So even though you guys spoke and everything else, what? Because if y'all made this resolution, like the stuff he was saying about the bed, how he could hear you guys laughing, the TJ telling you got to be quiet, was that pertaining to, you know?
I don't ever remember that happening.
Oh
And
wow.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't ever remember that happening. And let me tell you something. Dash sat on that top bunk because he had nowhere else to go when we chose beds when we came back from the thing when we came back from the challenge. So when he got up there, I swear to you, me and Cheney already knew he was up there.
Oh what?
We already knew from the beginning he was up there. I put it on everything. We
Wow.
already knew. So when he said that and I saw that part talking about I'm glad I got rid of that mess or something like that and we was laughing, it didn't make sense. It did not make sense because I clearly remember we knew he was there and we actually was watching what we were saying regardless. So
So the
yeah,
part TJ saying shush, that didn't happen either.
I don't remember that.
Okay. 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 Wow.
Does Cheney remember it? Because I don't.
She didn't say, she said something about, I have to like listen to it. I don't know if she said she remembered it, but she said something about the bed. She just, I don't know. Cheney's straight up. She didn't say she didn't
Yeah.
remember, but she didn't say it didn't happen. She just like, I don't,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah. I don't really remember that part though.
Okay, okay, wow.
Mhm.
So once it got to the point where you guys were at whatever y'all was, when did it lead up to the point of him calling y'all out? Because you had no idea. You and Cheney's face was like this. I
Oh, when
mean,
he said that speech for the
you were already. I'm
elimination.
sorry. Yeah. So everything that I mean, it was dramatic and it was like good TV. But I just want to know how you feel about it because Chad said he was happy today was a call, but I was like, he
Yeah! He said,
he going, he was like, wow, but he was like, look, my number, y'all can't he call my number? I was dead.
so no, you know what? In that very moment, so I gotta rewind this back because it all starts on a part that they completely cut out.
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay.
Dash, the reason why in the argument, Dash, he likes to talk. And I don't think sometimes he's realizing the information that he's saying and may not even be in a malicious way at all. And I don't think that he maliciously talks about people, but Dash sometimes talks and doesn't realize that whose face he's talking in. So one time he was talking shit about Brighton, not knowing he was talking directly to Brighton's best friend in the game.
Mm. Oh
You know,
God. Right.
not knowing that.
Oh
So
Jesus.
like so he so he said something specifically about Jesse specifically, and it got around the dorm fast.
Mm.
And it got around the dorm very fast, and then Jesse had her came back, and it had got back to Jesse.
Okay.
Um, when when so basically when Jesse had got the Jack in the Box, and the cameras cut, they didn't even show this part. Jesse came down off the stage and came to talk to Cheney. I'm standing right next to Cheney. He came down there to talk to Cheney, and we started making an alliance decision. They started making an alliance decision. Not knowing in my head, I'm sitting here thinking nobody could hear us. Number one,
Okay.
but also number two, with Jesse coming off of the stage and coming to me and Cheney to talk,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
people are gonna think I'm telling him to eliminate Dash.
They probably. I mean, yeah. Perception is
Yeah,
everything. Correct.
exactly,
Correct.
exactly. So he goes up there, he makes his decision, and Dash says that. So
Ah.
yes, so when Dash said that speech, in my head it was like
Mm.
because I knew that the moment that you said that, all of the seeds that you've been planting in the dorms prior are this gives them more of a reason to start arising. You know?
Yeah. But okay, so let me ask you this then. Let me ask you just a question. So, with that being said, you said that Jesse coming down and coming to you guys, to everybody else, if you were even in alliance, you would have thought something. So, did you
Yeah.
not like that he came down like that to talk to y'all? Do you wish we could have did a different way, or you just think,
Um, I no, I don't because he had got the opportunity to eliminate two people.
okay,
You know, he got the opportunity to eliminate two people, and a decision like that, it has to be very strategized, especially when we're down like 70. We're down to like only 70 players.
yeah, so it was 70 at the time, yes,
Yeah, so I think he was more so trying, he needed help thinking about strategy. He
okay,
wanted reassurance from his alliance, and he wanted to make sure that he was making the right decision. So I don't really blame him, you know? I don't blame
okay.
him.
Okay, so let me ask
Yeah.
you this then. So Shani said last night, she said she understood the perception if she was in Dash's position. So just like you said that, him coming down, and I'm sure everybody was talking about it. That perception, do you agree with? He didn't know everything that was going on just by his visibility. Why he reacted the way he did? How did you? I just because you're not saying thing. You're not dragging him. It sounds like y'all care about each other in this situation. Just a lot of miscommunication happened. Things nobody didn't know what was talked about. No one knew what y'all said. But the
Mhm.
perception, I feel like, kind of tainted a lot of stuff.
Yes, that was a big thing. That was a big thing that it was such misperception and a lot of it because one moment something can happen and the next moment production is like, let's film right now, we have to get like, let's do it right now, everybody in line, boom boom boom, and you don't really have time or like the ability to really break things down.
Mhm.
So I don't, at the end of the day, I have no feelings, no malicious feelings towards him at all, and I do
I
see
can
his
tell.
I do see his perception as well. I do see his perception as well. So like I don't blame him for his thoughts or feelings at all because it was a crazy fucking game, you
Wow.
know.
Shani was straight up. She said, "Look, my only friend was Darius." She said,
Period.
she was straight. She said, "There's
Period.
nobody else." And people, people probably be hurt that she said that,
Yeah.
but she said she didn't really mess with anybody in the house but you. She was very transparent. She said you were
Yes.
the only one. She didn't really have
Yes.
a friendship with the women or anybody. It was
Yeah.
just you. And I'm like, it is what it is. So for her, it was business for her. I think for you, you was in tug of war with the whole tug of war is a crazy way to say it, but you was in that tug of war with your alliance and with somebody you got
Yeah.
close to in the house.
Yes.
So you was in a
Absolutely.
bad position.
Yes. Oh my God. Absolutely. And you know what's so funny though? People with Cheney, we only affiliated ourselves. Well, no, that's not true because in the game we were conversating. You know, we did make all this other stuff. Um, it's very funny because it sees that an alliance could play such a pro in your gameplay,
Hmm.
but also it sees that you staying out the way is also an extremely smart move, which also
I
could
agree.
pose as a con. And one thing they also don't show in the TV show is
Mhm.
people hated on Cheney and things were going around about Cheney literally because she didn't speak to them. And
What?
if she wants to share that, and but yes, yes,
I could tell she was holding back some stuff. I could tell she reminded me. She wasn't.
yes,
She was holding back. I could
that's
tell.
exactly what I'm trying to watch what I say because like we would literally get messages back and be
Mm.
like, yeah, they were just saying, oh, we don't know her. She seems so stuck up. She's not
Oh, she did say
friendly.
that.
She's
She
not.
did say that last
Yeah,
night. She did say that.
I'm like,
Wow.
and she never spoke to these people a day. It was crazy, but no, yeah.
I don't
We're
see. I
like,
don't understand. Okay, so for me, I'm gonna say this: if I would have went into the house,
mhm,
I don't think I would have had an alliance, and if I did have one, nobody would know about it. The first
mhm,
couple of days, if I made it that long, I said if I was to ever get in, because I would apply for it too. I said I
mhm,
think I would keep my alliance quiet. I wouldn't because everyone's
mhm,
watching you in the house. I think going in,
mhm.
y'all don't think about that. But literally, probably they're sitting back watching everybody. Oh, I see four of them together in the corner. Oh, there's three of them over there. There's probably and y'all probably didn't think about it because you so girl, hey y'all, just let's do this. But
Exactly,
you're not looking at
exactly.
the whole picture. There's some of them that were just sitting back watching y'all. I watched them on camera. They're just watching.
Yeah, yeah. I seen that, and I was like, "Oh, you see, this is something that I'm learning. It's not always the smartest thing to move around, like like that. You have to be very strategical in this type of game, and everybody is watching. That's the thing. You're absolutely right.
So your
Yeah,
exit, I know that probably was, devastating because I feel like you guys, they're all like, oh my God, they're so emotional. It's so excited. I said, if you were in a bubble for however long and that's all you do every day, you would be excited
exactly,
too. Come on, people, let's get together.
exactly.
So I don't understand that statement. It's like, y'all tripping. Like, if you was in that house for 2 days straight, y'all be flipping and da da da. Don't do that.
They don't understand that. They
It's
don't
ridiculous.
understand that you people. When I'm reading those comments, like people were acting, this is fake, and they even think that so much of it was staged. You're absolutely right. When you are stuck with these people, we don't leave, go talk on the phone, go chat with somebody, go to McDonald's, go do this down the street. No, we're like inside captivated all for forever. Like we're in there. We're like we have no games. That's why you've seen us doing as much as we can because like that's our only form of entertainment. So those emotions are raw and real, very real. You know?
Wow. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Girl, the thing about it, they don't know because they don't be a reality TV. I didn't think any of it was fake. I thought it
Hmm.
was very traumatic just watching the like
Hmm.
green light alone. Who made it through that to me was a
Oh my
journey for you
god.
guys. Because I
Oh
think
my
you guys,
god.
I've told all you guys, it probably is a self-reflecting thing for all of y'all to get past these hard things. I think will affect your real life. Tell me something about that.
You know what? You could not have said that best. It is extremely self-reflecting. You in the game and after the game. I feel like after I came back from the game, I definitely did not come back as the same person.
Hmm.
You're going into this, like you said, people think that red light, green light was only for a couple seconds or minutes, and you know how long it was.
7 hours.
Uh, yeah. So standing that long and pushing your body and your mind to
Ooh.
its extreme limits. Also, I'm a big smoker, and going in that, I went through like a
Oh,
horrible detox,
wow.
horrible detox.
Ugh.
Oh my god! And
Angry every day.
e- every day, let me tell you,
Oh my
I was literally in bed, just going like this, acting like I was doing it to satisfy the urge.
Jesus help.
I was down bad. I was down bad.
Oh my God.
But
Woo.
a lot of self reflection on yourself for sure. And
Mhm.
I swear, man, it really changed me. It really changed me for the better. It changed me. My social skills have changed. The way I even view myself. These challenges were not easy.
Right. Right.
And passing those and coming past these tribulations, excuse me,
Mhm.
I feel like in the outside world, we all come across such powerful tribulations in our life when it comes to financial relationships, in any given situation. Like those tribulations be so massive and crazy, but because we have to continuously keep moving in this life and not really have the time to sit and process it, we don't realize how big these things are and how strong and powerful you really are. So in the game, when these things were happening and you got to sit back and look at it, you're still here. It's a different type of like internal regulation. Like you definitely, it does something for you for sure.
Right. Right. Wow. That's
Yeah.
I like that because I feel like you guys really, I mean, to me, I think the entire cast was a journey for each and every one of them. You could just tell when they will fall out. And all people say it was dramatic. I know they probably told y'all to do that too. Another person told me that, but still, y'all probably felt that anyway if you didn't make it. So tell me about your exit and
Yeah.
what you went through and all the things.
Okay, absolutely. When I got eliminated, I definitely seen it coming. I definitely
Mm,
seen it coming because this person was giving me the side eye in the dorms for days prior. So I knew as soon as he went up there, I was like, I already know who. Even though I told you we sat down and we were in an alliance.
Okay.
As soon as I got eliminated, and this may sound very crazy, but I was as soon as I walked out the door, it was a big shockwave of so many different emotions, and
Oh,
it wasn't sadness
right, right.
because the it wasn't sadness. I did feel a little emotional, giving Cheney and everybody that final hug and walking out.
Oh,
But I
yeah,
feel like people don't understand because you were so wrapped into a game 24/7, like a fully immersive life, that in that moment you realize that all the immense amount of gratitude you have for being there for and even for the life that I have outside of Squid Game.
yeah.
That was the big thing. That's why a little bit of the reason why I wasn't too broken and I didn't feel too broken when I got eliminated because
Mm,
I was so focused on the immense amount of blessings and how my cup was overflowing just by being there,
yes.
you know?
Talk your stuff, baby.
Yeah, so like it was very cool, but I did think back to what is his number? 85 who eliminated me? 86, 85,
I think it was 86 or 85. I can't remember.
86. Okay. I did think back and just think that like well, like what
Right.
yeah. And also I'm sitting here thinking like bitch you got in the way of my motherfucking millions. So
Yes.
like now I don't know how I feel. But no hate towards him. I
Hmm.
definitely got to give it to him as well. I definitely got to give it to him as well because he said what he said. I was a threat. I see it. I don't blame you. Um, and you were just playing the game, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that you said that because so many people are, coming at Felicia so bad for making a game decision. They came at the captain for making this game decision. The women in the game are getting a lot of negative things, but Felicia's negativity is weird because they're coming for her family. And I don't agree with that. And I'm not going to sanction that or understand that on the
So you
game
got that
show.
tea. So you got
Yeah.
that tea.
Yeah.
You
I
got
don't
that
get
tea.
it. I don't understand why. Why? Why is she getting all this negative? She made a
Bitch.
decision. She made a boss decision.
She did. She did. She made a boss decision. And you see, one thing about oh my god, I she is receiving some unnecessary hate. But also you have to I did I make a post about this? Put yourself in her shoes though. You already see that the alliances forming in the dorms were male dominated. Male dominated. And
Period.
these men were all walking up with their head high,
Let's go.
thinking that strength was going to make them better than you, and it wasn't that case. So put yourself in Felicia's shoes and really sit there and look at it. But also, let me just say this that they don't say in the game. Rick is very smart. Okay?
Mm. Hmm.
He is very sweet. He's very compassionate. He is the cutest thing, but he's also very smart. And I don't want people to downplay his intelligence. He's a very smart man. So it's like seeing that, I was like, damn, but also like seeing like putting myself in Felicia's shoes, like
Mhm.
you can't blame her, man. She was going she saw what was at the top, she saw what needed to be done. And but listen, that alliance they had was big.
Yes,
It
it
was it
was.
was it was big. They didn't show that full alliance. It was big,
They saw a
you
lot of it.
know.
The ones they saw together. It's like every time I look around, even when they left, they was like, "Oh, we're still together." I was like, "Well, damn, how many of y'all are left?" So I think that she made the move. He was the leader, and his alliance was growing by the day. So I'm just because you like them, he's a likable person. It's still a competition that fans are not separating.
I gotta okay. I have a question for you, and I'm sorry that I'm flipping it on you
You good, baby?
because a part of me feels that she also only chose Rick because she did not want to choose somebody who would I don't know, I may be saying it wrong, but she probably didn't want to see somebody who was like a real threat, maybe. I don't know. But how do you feel about her eliminating Rick? Like, how do you feel about that?
I,
Because
I
that
I
a lot
felt
of
like he
people
was a
are
leader. No, 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 no. This is the thing about it is everybody was sleeping on him. The thing about it, you think about strategic. You have an
Mhm.
older gentleman that the entire house damn near made an announcement the first hour he was in the house, and people look up to him. He could have literally won the entire game, in my opinion. If he would have stayed in the game, I saw him, and he didn't have to do much. People saw him as a leader. Like I don't want to get into the teacher leader stuff because I'm gonna get mad about that part. But I'm saying for him, they they all look. I'm just not gonna do it because
Yeah.
they all saw him as a leader, and
Yeah.
they would have went to the end of the earth with him. So for me, if I'm up there talking, I'm going to eliminate you. Cut off the head of the snake. No shade.
Now, how far did you get in this new batch?
I'm on this well, no. I'm still watching. I don't tell me nothing because
Okay.
I'm still in it, and I'm
I want you to remember
frustrated.
what you just said. I want you to remember what you just said about Rick. That whole dynamic that you just said, I want you to remember that, okay? I'm not going to say nothing, but just remember it. Just
I'm
remember.
just gonna say that girl, I'm struggling right now. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm struggling with mine right now. I'm sorry, I
Listen,
am because I didn't like. Okay, I'm gonna say here. I don't care who it is. When she talked about TJ and then he saved you, and then girl, when I tell you,
twice.
I threw my
Ah,
phone, I threw my iPad to the side. I had to walk away. I did. I walked away. I said, no one will call her out. They don't even know me because I will be doing that on my space. I am. Because even I'm saying, girl, I don't understand it. Now, if she would have said, if she would have went to him and said, TJ, thank you for saving me. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was talking a lot of shit behind you.
that's what I said.
I would have respected 100%. I would have said, you know what? Because no one knew him, so I could have said you not knowing if you could trust him or not. But the whole house was talking shit. I'm like, what is
The
going on?
whole I'm not even, you see, I don't want to get too deep into it because, like I said, you have to finish it.
Okay,
You
okay.
think that's
You know what?
it?
Wait a minute. So I know what I'm gonna do. When I do my space about this final show, you gonna be on my space with me because we gonna gag.
Yes,
We gonna
yes.
gag.
Bitch, we gonna
We gonna
gag.
gag because I know I'm gonna
Let's do
drag.
it.
You gonna be with me. So that's a promise you gonna keep with me, baby. We gonna do that. But I'm gonna do it one final space at the end of once all of it's done. I want you there to do commentary because
Put
baby,
me there.
I have
Because
things I want to
listen,
say.
are you gonna do a recap of I want to hear you. I need to tune the fuck in on your next interviews because I really want to hear what you have to say about these last episodes as a whole.
So
Because yeah,
what I'm doing
I
is
really gotta hear it.
I'm gonna interview TJ tomorrow, and then I have other
Oh, that's
interviews.
gonna be a good one.
I have other interviews lined up for the weekend. I don't know when, but after my final interview, or even this weekend, I'm thinking about just doing. I'm gonna do a video on YouTube and everything else, and I'm also gonna do a space. I'm gonna let you know because
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling everything. I want to get my
Mm-hmm.
feelings about it. So people might not like what I gotta say, which is why I'm doing the interviews first. Period.
I really want to see. I exactly. I really look, Misha. I really want to see I'm very curious on TJ's interview because I definitely want to hear what he has to say,
Yeah.
especially seeing that scene.
Yep. I have a lot of questions. I'm
Um,
so happy that we're doing that interview tomorrow. I am so freaking happy because I have
woo,
so much. I have notes written down. Trust me. Oh, you're gonna be
look,
there. I can't wait to come. You come to space. So she's gonna love you.
yes, yeah, we gonna do it up. We gonna do it up,
Oh my god.
child.
So after
Listen.
hold on, baby. So after your
Mhm.
elimination, and unfortunately you left and everything. So now, what is happening for you? The show. I'm not gonna say it's over because you're still in the show and people are still, you still gonna get hit up
Mhm.
after these
Mhm.
episodes. Probably your DM is probably
Mhm.
gonna be blowing up 100%.
Mhm.
What
Mhm.
is your plans? Because you are another person I've interviewed that's reality TV gold. What is your plan? I know
Yeah.
you're under contract, but what's your plans right
So
now?
my plan is definitely doing more work for
Okay.
sure. Definitely working some more, mostly definitely for more so towards music. Definitely doing some more music tours.
Ah, okay.
Definitely getting that done. Also, because there's such a I really liked how people really fucked with me on the show. I
Mm-hmm.
really like that and they want me back. So you already know what that means. I gotta come back.
Period.
So
You better come back.
I
You
gotta
better
come back.
come back. You better.
So
I,
I'm gonna screen record this part. I'm gonna screen record this part that basically says, this is Squid Game now, but I gotta come back.
Yes, you
I gotta
do.
come back.
Because
I gotta come back.
I will be talking about you and going off. He better make it past the cookie. I want to see him on the glass.
No,
He,
because you gonna be on there with me. What you mean?
oh, period.
You have
Oh
to.
my God! Everybody keeps
You
saying that.
have to be on there. You have to.
Everybody keeps telling me that. I applied. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did. So if it happens,
Hmm.
hey, I'm gonna record. I'm gonna put this little clip out. I manifested.
Well,
I'll be on the next season. Period. I do.
well, everybody. Well, you know the team is already. You know the casting team and the welfare team has to watch all of your videos because the cast is here, so they already know who you are. So
They know who I am.
of course they do. You know they follow the Netflix follows everybody. Not follows like literally on their page, but
Right.
they're watching. You could see the people that works for Netflix watching everything that you do, stories, posts, all that. They tell you straight up. They tell you they have to watch it all.
Right. They
And
do. They do. They do.
they watch your interviews, so they already know who you are. So you definitely is like you're on that next season.
Well, you know that I've interviewed people from Netflix before, so they've always been cool to me. But
Hmm.
y'all need to put a good word in me
Hmm.
because if I go in there, I'm gonna be reality TV. Y'all are going to really get me to bust some crap.
Ciao!
Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea.
I could only imagine you
I've already
on
look.
there.
Everybody's told me that. I'm gonna go in there and be a bitch. I've already told people that. I'm not going there for friendship. So that everybody will come up the house saying Kamisha's a bitch. I'm already telling you that now. I already
Yes,
know. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
got. Wait, why don't you go on Big Brother?
Okay, so I've tried well, I still try Big Brother, but me and Big Brother friendship is complicated because I've been blogging about it for over 10 years and I have dragged them for over 10 years. So
I
there
was
you
just
have it.
yeah. I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say you said something about their storyline. You know, said something about their storyline. They ain't fuck with it. So
Oh my God. But see the thing
you
about
have
it,
no filter.
a production would be no, I don't. A production would be really smart to get me on there because they gonna get some drama. Not that I want it, but I don't take no crap from nobody. And baby, I don't do dirty. So if you're dirty, just
Yeah.
clean, I don't do that. And I'm not clean behind nobody. My big pet peeve right there, period. So and I don't do fake. I don't. And guess what?
Yes.
Commissioner was talking about you. Who said what? Oh, hold on. I don't care if it's Alliance.
Oh yeah.
What you say?
I
I'm
know
right
you
here.
over there. I
I'm
know
right
you
here.
over there.
So
I know you over there. Look, I really wanna. I damn.
oh
You see,
Jesus.
that's the thing. I really hate that you didn't finish it because I actually am so curious on what you would do in a couple of these scenarios. You
Mm.
know, I'm very curious because there's something specific that I want to know how you would have done, but you haven't gotten there yet.
No, I haven't gone there,
So
and I'm gonna talk about it. But I'm gonna tell you right now with the Ashley situation, when she was doing the jumping, I would have did what she did. I
you
would have
think
did it. Period.
so?
Shit. I told you I
I
never call me.
saw that. I
I would
saw
not
that.
have done that. I wouldn't have. I would not. The thing about it, you're taking a chance with my money, my situation. You guys are all doing the team thing, and I do understand that to a point, but I still got to look out for me. There's nothing that's telling me that if I step on this thing, I'm gonna be okay. And but you guys are
Yeah,
gonna still be here after I jump over here. I'm not gonna
that's
do that. I'm sorry.
that's so true.
I'm gonna have the same
That is
strategy
so
going in. I'm
true.
not changing my game plan. I'm not doing team stuff.
You're right.
Individual queen.
You're
Now
right.
I'm not
You're
gonna
right.
say. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna always have a core alliance in every game I go to that I'm looking out for you no matter what. My people got
Yeah,
my back. If I hear your name or something, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna always have that.
exactly.
But
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be like a part of a big alliance. I'm not gonna be all about team play. I'm gonna be individual. If I go home because it is
Yeah,
what it is.
you know, if you look at that scene with Ashley, you know what's so funny was so they all came to an unanimous decision that each person behind was
Mm,
going to do the next one, and then
right.
they were going to take
Mm-hmm.
turns.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley was not in a position to take the next risk, but Trey was. Trey was in front of her. Ashley was behind.
Right.
People wanted Ashley to bypass
They
Trey
did.
and to go to the next one. What
Yes.
the
Yes.
boy, you're in front of me. If you don't go, so I could go. And she what she did was she used her advantage of being a play having a player of having a player ahead because that's the point of the game. Everybody has an advantage of having at least one player ahead of them
Right.
so
Right.
they know which tile to step on. They wanted Ashley to lose that basically
They
because
did.
because of this
And
whole
like
thing
Trey,
that they
let's be
came
real.
together.
Hold on, we're gonna do some real shit real quick.
Yeah.
The reason why they wanted that because they wanted him to win. Let's keep it real. I'm gonna give the real team. I'm gonna do that. Period. They didn't want her to win. I'm sorry who those who like it. You guys wanted Trey to win. I'm trying to
They
keep it
didn't
cool.
like that.
I'll try to keep the commission reviews cool. But I'm telling you, they wanted Trey to win. That was y'all's favorite. Let's keep it all the way 100%. Period.
They didn't like Ashley because Ashley, another one who has no filter, who says it for what it is. Because when those people were behind her, being like, "Oh, Ashley, this is your turn to go. Somebody needs to go. This and that." She said, "Shit, you still talking?"
Period. No, I know. She
Yeah,
said you talking.
no, no,
You
no.
can jump. Like, bro,
As
you
soon
talking
as I,
about me? I
period.
couldn't do it. I would have said, let me say my name one more time. You can hop across here when you get ready. Don't say my name again.
Okay,
That's why some people hate me. I'm gonna be
man.
hated. I'm gonna be hated. All right,
I want to
I'm
speak
gonna be
on
hated.
this. Since we're on this conversation, I'm gonna
Okay.
speak on this.
Okay.
You saw in the marbles game, because now this is trending on Twitter. You saw in the marbles game when Aurora, I forgot her number, and
299.
Dylan
299, I think.
with
Two nine
she
nine.
had the price. Yeah,
299.
bro, you saw the way he gaslit her.
I was so frustrated. I'm trying to find her right now, actually. I'm trying to find her.
I'm gonna send her your information. I'm gonna send her your information because she definitely wants to talk about it. But
Send me her
yo,
Instagram. Send me her Instagram
I
because
definitely will.
I was watching that very frustrated, and I feel like I was frustrated with her a little bit too. But at the end, I didn't like what he did. I just was like, y'all. I don't give my up either, but I felt like that she was once she finally said, "Okay, I'm gonna agree." I was on her side at that point. I didn't like back and forth between two of them the whole time, but when she said, "Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it this way," I felt like she was in the right and he was in the wrong. I said it here.
Okay. Okay. And then, okay, what frustrated me was, okay, look, he wanted a game of shooting. He wanted to shoot and all that other stuff. So if the game was you both have to come to an agreement, she didn't want to shoot. She wanted to something with more strategy, which is okay. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Which
Mm-hmm.
is okay. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you want strategy and I want something more of a skill type of thing, then okay. So they're arguing, whatever. The time is ticking. This she was like, okay, fine. 2 minutes left on the clock, and they decide they're going to shoot into it. She shoots, make it. He shoots, make it, or whatever. However the scenario went, but they both have the equal amount of marbles in the game. Okay, you both have the equal amount of marbles in the game. Who do you think wins? The time is out.
Yeah.
Both of you have the equal amount of marble in the game. One of you has to win. And if it's not if you guys don't choose nobody, both of you are being eliminated. I personally Aurora. I feel like she wins. I
I
feel like
did
she
too.
wins. I
I
feel like
agree.
you fucking drug her through all that
Yes.
and she still made it. And
Yes.
she's still like but man, I'm not even gonna have that conversation right now because
I just felt like you
you
want. I just felt. I'm just gonna. Well, and we're gonna probably stop that. Because we
yeah,
need
child,
to.
we could be here
We,
all day.
I know, but
We're going
I really feel like that he wanted just to win. Which I mean, I do understand that part, but I just felt like at the end of it, he wanted, no matter what scenario came up with it, he wanted to be the winner. He didn't want her to win at all. Again, I understand that, but he wasn't making it fair. Every scenario, he was like, I don't care what you do, as long as I win. He wanted her to turn the marbles over to him. But if you really wanted her to do that, why weren't you more soft to her that whole time? I'm just keeping it real. Everybody else was like, you know what, boo, you got it. Shh. They all were
it
doing it
was
except for them two.
it was if you paid attention to his face, it became one of those situations that was like, okay, he knew he lost, and it was one of those situations, and he
Ah,
knew it. And if it was one of those situations, it's like, well, okay, well, if I can't win, neither can you, and that's how I feel he took it. That's exactly how I feel he took it, because she perfectly explains how she won the game. She was like, I won. I made it first. I made all of them. Sometimes up. I did everything you said. He was sitting there like, no, no, but I'm not just gonna let you take it like that. I'm just not gonna let you
literally,
take it like that.
literally, let's
Yeah,
go. Literally, he did that.
but
Literally.
basically, you knew she won, but it was a situation where, okay, well, if I can't win, neither can you. So we're not gonna come to a decision because he could have easily just been like, you know what, you're right. A fair game's a fair game. You played it. This is the circumstances. Let's move forward. But no, no, it was a different game. He withheld that purposely, and it was horrible.
Oh my God. I'm gonna clip
Yeah.
this whole part we did and gonna make it a recap for you and I. I am.
Let's do it.
Watch
Let's do
me.
it.
I'm gonna make
Definitely.
this.
I love it.
I am. I'm
Do
gonna,
it. Do it.
tag us on Instagram. I'm gonna tag us
Please.
everywhere. I got you. It was so cute. It's gonna be
Please.
cute.
Please.
It's gonna be so cute. I'm gonna have
Please.
your name, your Instagram. I'm gonna cross. Oh, I got you. Just wait. Just wait.
Thank you
Oh,
so much.
I'm
Thank
an
you.
edit graphic queen too as well. So just wait.
Ooh, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh my God.
Let's
Okay.
get it. Let's get it.
We're for the end this song we talk about and say, hold on, let me end this real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, anything you want to say?
You guys keep freaking tuning in
Yes.
to all of these interviews. Let me tell you, so much tea that has not been shown in the show is exclusively being shown here at Kamisha's Reviews. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Yes, guys, make sure you remember it. I won't. You know what? I'm gonna let myself tell you instead. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this. I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is